genuflect hurriedly before the horrifying countenance of Kangaroo Court.
Number 5.
What's up, Dad?
The crime. Using up to jump in platform games, or to thrust in space games, or to accelerate in driving games. The case for the prosecution. Games have, quite rightly, developed over the years. Putting aside your brand new Amiga game and returning nostalgically to, for example, an early round of 8-bit games, you would no doubt be surprised and somewhat shaken at the embarrassing simplicity with which you could rack up previously unimaginable high scores. In much the same way that, say, the language of film has grown over time, requiring ever more sophisticated effects and tricks to allow audiences to suspend its disbelief, games have expanded to match the maturing skills of players. There is little doubt that today's blazingly fast reaction shoot-em-ups, depth perception defying driving games, and pixel-splitting platform games would destroy a player of yesteryear. And yet, not even Amiga Power's long-term campaign of score deduction without appeal can, it seems, dissuade programmers from appalling proud owners of exciting new games by demanding they wring effects from their joysticks never envisioned by the designers by using bloody up to jump and accelerate. Twisting a joystick through its diagonals in order to jump over a monster, or to nip past the lead car on the curve, or to jink in front of your opponent's ship to drop a bomb, wastes imperatively valuable seconds. When you're deep in a game, wallowing in its atmosphere, sinking willingly into the part of the character, being the final star pilot, the supremely cute woodland creature, the suicidally fearless F1 driver, the last thing you need is to be reminded of the chunk of feeble plastic in your hand by being forced to wrestle it impossibly quickly from the horizontal to the vertical. It just can't be done. But what are we to do? Cry programmers. Not many people have 2-button joysticks. We are forced by circumstance to use up to jump. There are just no other buttons. Let us draw your attention to the 96 buttons of the keyboard by repeatedly smashing your heads against it until your slippery brains obliterate the letters. What's wrong with a keyboard option? How hard is it to tell whether a player is pressing some keys? Do you have special development Amigas that utterly lack keyboards? Possibly explaining the associated crime of using the joystick to enter passwords or high scores. What, come to that, is the matter with at least giving us the option of choosing fire to jump or accelerate, assigning up to whatever the fire button did, instead of forcing us to go out and spend an extra £20 on the Gravish joypad, which mimics up and down with buttons before we can play your shabbily unaccommodating games, you useless cretinous morons. Penalty. First offence, 10 to 25% off. Second offence, 20 to 40% off. Third offence, public execution by pecking to death by £175 bioengineered combat chickens. CD32 games that use up to jump or accelerate instantly earn their programmers and their entire families this grotesquely violent death.